The mental game is something I'm well versed in. Now I understand that every commentator should have a shtick and a flair to establish themselves and create a connection with the audience. Now my shtick is the mental game, not only because it resonates with me, but it's a quality that even a seasoned veteran to a new kid on the block can relate to. And my flair is the reliability through conversation, connecting to the audience and my co-caster through this amazing new medium. Hey friends, family, and fiends, this is Jonathan Schrader, and I know this video is long, but hold on. It's sectioned out and catered to your specific needs. Scheduling and pairing can be time-consuming, so click on the annotations for what you need, or check out the timestamps in the description below. You can also find my commentary guide, credentials, and resume there as well.
There's just the two ways to play Falco, man. There's the slow-paced one, and then there's the one that's I'm just going to go in, so we're going to go straight in ourselves. But speaking of perfect positions, we also saw Dirty and not going out to save his teammate, but actually waiting for them to overextend off the stage, and they got the knee on the Credo. So I like that. He's going to find the exact same thing right there. Great positioning coming out from Dirty.
Yeah, bait out some obvious approaches, stuff like that.
And that's a great battle plan, but it also, on a mental level, it helps you out. You know, you're staying calm, your heart's not racing, your fingers aren't sweating, and maybe your precision will be on point. You know, he can mix it up so much. And so when you're locked into doing 1 to 2 to 4 things as a certain character, then your opponent, if he knows the matchup, she knows the matchup, to say, okay, you're going to do one of these 4 things, and I'll eventually catch on to your habits, and I know you're going to do one of these 2 things, you know? Right. I like that. That pull game doesn't really approach, just kind of waiting for his opponent to come in. Oh, here we got another grab. Send forward. I like that.
Yeah, the tech chase.
What? Look at him. He's just choosing his spot so well. All right.
There it goes.
There we go. Yeah, that's game 1 going to Plup. And that's crazy because Plup just was down the whole time, right?
Yeah,
you know?
the whole time.
And the momentum was going toward Crush. It just kept moving. And you could even tell when Plup made that little mistake, it almost looked like, I'm not having this. I'm going to get into this and I'm going to win this game. Oh, but that was a big forward smash right off the bat. Not getting the regrab after the high recovery, but getting the grab here. We're going to see how he keeps him on this top platform. Ooh, a little bit of a stall.
What?
And that helped him out a lot more in the long run. So great presence of mind coming out from Stage Shaded. Yeah, there was a little tempo change, just saying, drop your shield. Drop your shield, I dare you. If you don't, I'll poke you. And also, I like the defensive option, just run away afterwards after power shielding, counterattack coming out from Baraka. We have another grab, going to try to chase him down on this platform. Baraka now throwing out the forward air off stage. What is Swedish going to do here? Forward smash. Ooh, great tag.
It looks like that's what they're trying to do right now.
Definitely. Well, you got to remember, you know, doubles is such a different game. You don't have to look for the kill. You let it come to you. He almost let it come to him right there. He almost got that forward smash, but great stuff to crunch his Firefog. Just the tip, helping him get back on the stage.
Definitely finding
a huge punish. See, if you actually think about it, those bombs are pretty good in this matchup.
Landmines.
Yeah, it keeps them from wave dashing back. And then trying to find their opening because you're basically cornering them.
I mean,
just these little hip checks, you know?
Yeah.
The boxing game. It's really important at these low percents because you're looking for the reaction from your opponent. You're not necessarily trying to convert to something, but you're trying to force your opponent into a defensive option and then guess on that defensive option and capitalize. Ooh. You see how he kind of crossed him up by down airing on that platform into the ledge cancel, cross him up air onto the reverse hit of his shield. Just so much smart stuff coming out instantly from SUJ. And SUJ, oh yeah, he's all over him. He's overwhelming him. And then he's as soon as he realizes he doesn't find something, he retreats, and then he jumps right back into the action. It's so pivotal too when you come off the Angel platform, the first action you do, because you know your opponent is going to go for something defensive, and it's all about reading that one defensive option. You know, you're going for that rock paper scissors game, and if you get that start, especially in this matchup, then you can just continue that riding momentum. And these guys are going in. It's actually kind of astounding how aggressive we're seeing H-Box
I know. Right now. I mean, I feel like he has to be. King Momo's just like running in.
And he's just trying to get all over him. And that's King Momo loves that. He's playing the melee out of this game right now. This is at the heart of the game. Have you ever had a really spicy pepper? Yes. Some really spicy food. Yeah, just a taste. It's interesting, it's flavorful, but if you don't have that water, it just sits. And it gets worse and worse and worse. And you just don't want to deal with it anymore.
And eventually you kind of get like done with it. and then you're like, I'm not really sure if I want to do that again.
No. Yeah.
That's Hungry Bucks.
That's Hungry Bucks. Oh yeah, I forgot this team exists. Rids and Kuya killing the game recently.
Killing the game.
Yeah, Kuya saying, all right, Panda, you're cut from the team. You could be JV. Rids is my varsity now.
Rids in the varsity jacket. Losers finals. Cobalt and Harry going in against Ritz and Lad.
Yeah, quadruple Foxes.
Fox, and Fox.
Yeah.
I like it. We're here, baby.
It's my favorite show.
20XX.
Season 7.
Season 7.
You couldn't think of anything new, so we just gave what the people wanted. All right. So
No, the writers are going into season.
Schrader, he's getting really antsy with
Yeah,
the
yeah, you can't be antsy like that, man. That's how it gets to you in your head because your opponent's going to get privy to that and is just going to take it, control it.
Exactly.
You know, he puts you in the noose. Liquid Hungrybox versus MVG King Momo already off the bat. And you saw Hungrybox come back in his seat. He says, yes, I am in this to win this. I'm confident today. King Momo always wanted to
my God!
under the radar and then
Okay.
just come out in a fury. Well, I was thinking to myself in the car, and this is why I love Hungrybox and Lump so much. In every perspective game in Smash that I know of, the top 10 players in the world don't play to win money. They play to win and they play to have fun because they love the game. They just really love it.
Right.
And I've seen that so much from these players, just like who they'll play with, which is anybody, and then just like why they play and then like how they're playing, how they love to play. And I love to see that too because it really helps out the community, helps out other people. Well, this is his hometown, right?
Yeah.
Hungrybox has always been so comfortable in Florida. Whether or not the crowd is cheering for him, he loves this, man. I want Momo to win because I just want to see more games. The shiz tag coming out. You know, I have a theory why wobbling is so effective. You have so much time to rethink your life decisions.
Oh, yeah.
During those wobbles, man. You can get in your own head.
You're
So it
thinking
says-
like, oh, when I left my house, did I turn off this whole...
I shouldn't have dropped out of college.
That's a serious one.
About down smash, if you overcommit too much on a Samus, and once he gets the clip in, you're off stage, and from there on, you're in a really bad situation.
Yeah, and that's a reason why this isn't a weird first stage pick. You know, even with a character that's heavy, that might die earlier on a stage like this, there's so many great moves like down smash and back air on these platforms that Samus can employ to get some early kills on the Fox.
Oh, the
so
down air
safe.
sending him straight back down. Cobalt
smart.
going nuts right now. Shrooms with a big up throw. Not gonna get the regrab.
What? Oh, missing the dash attack, but no punish. Oh,
Gets
that's
the-
a bad location. Is this it?
No, Shroom presses up.
Just runs away.
The jab coming out. Randall getting involved with everything. Cobalt! Let's go!
Thanks for tuning in, Polarity GG. I like to say that this place is the medium between marksmanship and mastery because people come here to aim high and become masters of the game.
And we still see him tacking on this percent.
Exactly. He's finding those openings, but he's creating those openings.
Yeah.
He's baiting Mars to think that, hey, I can punish you. No, you can't. I am way ahead of you. All right, hear me out real quick. You're talking about passion. It kind of makes me think of not only reaction, but just kind of like when you say play from your heart, it also makes me think of play from instinct.
Yeah.
A big part of human instinct or animal instinct, you could say, is adaptation. It is those slight little things that you feel out the change, not necessarily thinking about it, but adaptation and reaction based off of just calculations that you've learned in your past. And now because of that, you're just adapting naturally. Oh, see, he mixed it up that time. Instead of going straight for the shield breaker, which you could say was conditioning last game, he goes to the jab first and then goes to the shield breaker, going for the jab to kind of bait him into not rolling away because that's how he was able to find that up smash earlier, right? So he's kind of like taking that into account and saying, Zurak, you're going to shield again, man. And he did shield again, but he wasn't able to find that shield breaker that he wanted. So we got a Brevard team kill here, but hey, you know, guaranteed 5th place, not bad. Right off the bat, lots of up tilts coming out from our boy Roger, Mr. Ewok himself. Finding that double jump just to kind of change the tempo like we talked about earlier into the down tilt, the down air. Was able to get tons of percent off of that. Look at that, 78%, almost unanswered completely, and throwing at that up tilt, just safe pressure. This is looking tough for Waldo right now. Hopefully he can find a grab, maybe solidify himself in neutral if possible. And I like that. He tried to intercept that banana. He does really good with the banana, but he catches the banana right away more than Nugget does. But is this it?
Oh my God! That's
wow!
A quick 2-stock for
He
Mugi.
caught him sleeping with that projectile. He says, "This is my conversion. I have to make this count."
What?
Mugi slowing down the pace here. I love that option. Trying to find his center position, but Ewok kind of just holding it down in neutral. It was able to juggle him and get a lot of percent off of that too. And that's what really matters, because just one micro decision, one tiny thing, and you know that's 30-40%.
Yeah.
You have to be careful here. Ewok comes from the land of the foxes. 4 foxes in his region. 5 actually. No, just 4. They all play differently, right? But sometimes you get used to like a certain style.
Yeah.
So you can't get that stuck in your head, right? You got to play to the player. Remember, to the player. So we're seeing here Ewok starting to adapt, getting this percentage after he was able to find that kill. Looking for the dash attack there, but Zurok back on the offensive, able to counteract it. And I like that, retreating, but then also throwing out the shield instantly, kind of playing that pull game. But it forced Fox to go low, right?
Yeah.
So he can't use his side. So he's forced to use his up, which means he has a very linear recovery. He doesn't have enough horizontal momentum to get straight into the ledge and kind of mix it up. So he's going at that one single angle, and you know he's going at that angle, so you're going to throw that down there and try to kill him with it. One thing that we saw in that last game is something we'll see all the time is once you lose that early stock, especially from a Gimp, you'll lose a lot of momentum, man. And carrying that momentum over, we're seeing Duffo apply all this pressure, 47% unanswered so far. And look at this, just landing on everything. I love the foot sole combo, chases down with the grab too. Ooh! All right, the dynamic between these two characters on this stage. Advantage, disadvantage. Advantage is Ike just can catch landings because of the platforms, right? He knows you're going to go to those platforms. I'm going to throw out those big hitboxes. It's going to keep you up. It's going to be hard for you to find your spot. Now, on the other hand, Cloud can find the combos because of these platforms. Yeah. Not only can he ladder you, but he can just keep throwing out these up airs. He's going to find a lot of stuff, and the ladder is a big thing, but also the nair is a big thing. So we're going to see kind of like how it goes back and forth with these two guys. You know, Kashmir might be diagnosable crazy.
Yes.
Oh my
God,
gosh,
the
he is
smash.
crazy.
He really is crazy. What a madman.
43%, not a bad percent at all. My favorite percent. It's not my favorite percent. My favorite percent is 67, hands down, or 73. But regardless, this is a good percent to see some action happen, because it's a little bit of rage to start something here.
Physical, like it puts her in a little bit of like hit stun because she's hitting the object. Does it happen with Banana?
Listen, I strictly play Bowser Jr. in this matchup.
Okay.
So I know that if I side B through the banana with my cart, bro, I'm running over that junk.
Okay.
Yes.
And this isn't Mario Kart. I'm not slipping.
Oh, that's so true. That's curves right there.
Wow.
I love this matchup because it's like they both make each other into chicken pot pie. It's just a jambalaya of a mess as soon as they get the hit. You break that crust and then just steam piling out.
The other thing too is like he needs the space just outside of his opponent's grab range. That ain't man. That ain't man. That is brand.
That's a brand right there.
That's a brand setup.
He branded that one.
Yeah. The I-beam of truth.
Watch these kind of sets to think about the next step, right?
Yeah.
To think 4 moves in advance. Like you're playing chess. You're playing defensive and aggressive, and you're trying to trap and ensnare your opponent. And it's because these players, like they play all the time, they're forced to play like that. They know the matchup inside and out. They know each other's characters. They know their characters. And so they have to look for those next options. Sometimes it is habits, you know, but still you're starting to see, okay, what are his defensive habits? What is he going to do? How am I going to take this to the base? And this is something you're going to have to look for, because even if Day does win neutral most of the time earlier on, he's not going to get a lot of percent, but it kind of instills your aggressive nature or just your understanding of the match early on. And that's what you want to do as Day. One thing I want to see Prince Robin slow it down.
Yeah.
Ryu plays in a way that he's waiting for you to do something, but he's always moving.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he's getting you to bite first. He wants you to jump in because he's creating options for you to approach, but then he's limiting those options, and then he's guessing which one you're going to take.
That's a great
or
way to put it.
forcing you to make one of them.
Yeah.
And then punishing for it.
Records go, Dyer is the odds-on favorite, but what can Ewok do to kind of get in there?
So this is tough because obviously first set when we saw the Diddy Kong, it was just hard for Ewok to get in. That was the biggest thing. And the reason I would say that is Dyer is just a master of mix-ups. Whether it's just mental mix-ups, of the gymnastics, but it's also just like, I told you he plays dumb sometimes, but it's the smartest option, and you can't get a read on him. I need to go for those.
Yeah, create the space for yourself.
Yeah. This is your business, and you are the CEO. You're not gonna let these young bloods come walk around and stomp all over you. Speaking of that, Zurak, a young blood, doing really well in winners quarters. Oh man, who is this man taking down today? Versus the one and the only Ewok.
Yeah, definitely, I believe, a regular around these parts at this point.
Bananas, they come and go, but those hits, they're important. We're seeing Mars Wonderboy get those hits right here.
Oh, with a
This
nice
man,
little Mario string.
This man is hit up on the control stick 6 times at least, and then he hit it up again, but once in the air, 62% from that too.
Oh yeah, very nice.
Pure
conversion.
talent. Pure talent to say the least.
Very, very much. It's on the up and up, I'd say.
I'd say so as well.